Team says Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy was recorded 7 months before this actually happened. And the specific version of the song that had audio from the news clipping actually overlaid onto the song is a fan edit, not the original song that Durk recorded and released. Basically, they're saying that the key evidence used to charge Durk were lyrics written and recorded 7 months before the incident even happened, and then an internet mashup that a fan edited and posted.
Lil Durk, also known as Durk Banks, has been granted a bail review hearing set for May 8th. His legal team argues that prosecutors used false evidence to indict him, including fan-edited videos and lyrics that were recorded before the incident. Court documents show that the government referenced a song by Babyface Ray featuring Durk, quoting lyrics that supposedly linked to the case. However, Durk's lawyers state that the song was released prior and has no connection to the crime. The defense also points out that the edited videos used as evidence were made by YouTubers and social media users unaffiliated with Durk, calling into question the integrity of the prosecution's case.
All right, so you want to bet 10,000 right now that...
hold on. Durk and I told about some other...
We talking about India.
She's a good girl. She's
you met her?
I haven't met her. But,
so why you saying she a good girl? Like
because I hear the drama about everybody's relationship, and I know any rapper who could say something about me and they got a public girl, I could tell you who your girl off when she was mad at you. Like, I know all of that. I've never heard no dirt about her. Just to keep it a beat. Never heard nothing about her, period.
All right, but she gonna be faithful to the trial.
Yes.
Anything after that?
I mean, you never know how it goes. I mean, if somebody, how does it go if somebody's, again, I'm not wishing upon him, but if you get life, like, how'd that go with your girl? She's supposed to be faithful or no?
As Durk prepares for a possible release following the upcoming bail review, a new wave of personal drama has surfaced. Reports are circulating that his partner, India Royale, was seen in a compromising position at a party, specifically with her hand on another man's leg. The footage, reportedly leaked by one of her own friends, has sparked major speculation online. Screenshots from the video have only added fuel to the rumors, showing what many believe to be clear signs of infidelity during a pivotal moment in Durk's legal battle. The next morning, India Royale responded to the backlash with a pointed message questioning the behavior of men online. She posted, "The family, do we know you? Yeah, you a grown man. Do y'all remember when men used to lay concrete, change tires, go to war? Now these dudes on the internet gossiping all day like what's happening?" Her remarks quickly went viral, sparking even more conversation. In response to the growing drama, both DJ Academics and 66699 weighed in, each sharing their own take on the situation and further fueling the online buzz. In the midst of all the controversy, a heated debate broke out online over India Royale's loyalty, with one person confidently betting $10,000 that she's a good girl and insisting, "No one has ever heard anything negative about her." "You met her?" someone asked. "No, but I ain't never heard no dirt about her, period," the defender replied. The conversation shifted to whether she would remain loyal if Durk ends up facing serious time, with some admitting, "You never know how it goes. If he gets life, how does that go with your girl?" As pressure mounts to get Durk released, his team strategically dropped an old clip of him promoting financial responsibility, with the caption, "Durk says it's better to be low-key with your money. If you can't afford 10 Maybachs, don't. Buy one." The message was meant to reinforce Durk's grounded mindset amid legal troubles.
It came with a plan to be like feature run, album time. We're gonna do that prayer, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do everything in the way that it's gonna be big. I ain't looking at nothing small no more. I'll wear this 5 days straight, we gonna play. Durk broke. I sell all this shit. I have one car. It's not that I can't get it, it's I don't give a f. I'm not thinking backwards. If you can't buy 10 Maybachs, don't buy it.
A viral comment summed it up perfectly. Anyone else feel like Durk's team is dropping his best motivational clips, softer moments, and positive highlights to make him look like a role model in front of the judge? And they might be right. With every uplifting video, it feels like a calculated move to reshape Durk's image and strengthen the push for his release. But things took a serious turn when reports surfaced that Durk was attacked in his LA County jail cell block earlier this morning. While his current condition hasn't been made public, his legal team is now pushing for a transfer, claiming the jail isn't doing enough to protect him. According to his lawyers, Durk continues to be targeted, and the facility is failing its duty to ensure his safety. But what if I told you fans think they know who attacked Durk? The same day Durk was reportedly assaulted in jail, both Quando Rondo and Lil Tim dropped interviews. The timing raised eyebrows online. Some fans called it a strange coincidence, while others are convinced it was strategic, like a smokescreen, to distance themselves. In the interviews, both rappers claimed they wanted to move past the drama and leave the beef behind. But to many, the timing felt too calculated to ignore. I was really just protecting my little brother. When I found out it was King Von, I was like, damn, if bruh hadn't done that dumb stuff last night, he'd still be alive. That's what hit me. But at the same time, I didn't know. And the kind of person I am, I'm humble. I'm not trying to disrespect his mom or nothing like that. I could have easily jumped on social media, clout chasing, talking wild, but I'm not built like that. I'm not on that. It's just, they never should have started it in the first place. Quando Rondo expressed regret, saying the situation could have been handled differently and turned into something positive like a song making millions, instead of violence. He emphasized that everyone involved has families who love them and called the whole thing stupid. Fans believe this could be genuine, especially since Kanye West reportedly called Durk after his arrest to check on him, with Durk saying he was feeling good. Durk, staying focused and taking things one day at a time, reflected on his time in Saudi, sharing stories from his experiences with others in prison who've never seen the world. During a recent call, he mentioned speaking to Kanye, and even just getting off the phone with Diddy minutes before. But despite these uplifting moments, things are taking a darker turn, as it's been revealed that more of Durk's own associates are now cooperating with the feds and turning against him, complicating his situation further. Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and several others were arrested in a major Rollins 60s gang takedown, and now all eyes are on Brick Baby, as sources say federal prosecutors may use him against Durk. Legal experts believe Brick Baby, recently taken into custody, could be pressured into cooperating with authorities, especially since much of the federal interest in Durk's murder-for-hire case stems from statements made by Brick Baby himself. The timing of their arrests has only fueled speculation that the feds are building a case by flipping those closest to Durk. 3 years ago, Brick Baby did a live stream interview where he said, "You can't say Durk never slid for Von because they got Lil Pab," a statement that many now believe may have unintentionally linked Durk to retaliatory violence. But after Durk's recent arrest, that very clip came back to haunt Brick Baby. During a live stream where he was arrested, his own friends played the old interview, making it appear as though Brick Baby's past words could have helped put Durk on the federal radar, raising serious questions about whether he unknowingly fueled the investigation. What really stirred things up was when Brick Baby went even further, saying on record that he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location if Durk had asked, a statement that added fuel to the fire after the feds had already linked Durk's lyrics. Told, "Me they got an addy go, they got the location go," as potential evidence in the case. This, combined with earlier federal warnings about not implying attempted hits in public statements, especially after the FBG cash situation, only made IA things worse, as it painted a narrative of coordination and intent that prosecutors could use to support the charges against Durk.
Shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying him and shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like, it could have got handled in a legit way in the music.
With Brick Baby now in federal custody, the pressure is on him to cooperate, and many believe the feds will keep stacking charges until he flips on Durk. Meanwhile, more online evidence surfaced when DJ Academics laid out a chilling timeline that appears to trace a pattern in Durk's life over recent years. Von in 2020, his brother in 2021, retaliation hits in 2022, and then an album release in 2023, raising questions about whether Durk's music and real-life events are more connected than fans once thought. Being said that Jam, once a trusted member of Durk's inner circle, may have flipped and handed over critical material to the feds. With over 230 gigs of digital evidence, including audio, video, and tens of thousands of pages of documentation, the scale of the case is massive. The poetic timeline, 2020 his brother, 2022 retaliation, 2023 almost healed, only adds to the eerie narrative fans are pointing out, making Durk's situation look even more dire as both enemies and former allies seem to be closing in. Now with the feds suspecting Durk of ordering hits on both Stephon Mac and Jam's baby mama, things are spiraling fast. Authorities believe these were revenge moves, one for the death of Durk's brother and the other as retaliation for Jam allegedly snitching. Jam, once part of Durk's inner circle, is now seen as the prosecution's linchpin, possibly tying Durk to 3 separate murder-for-hire plots. Fans are speculating even more after noticing Jam seemingly adjusting his jacket during an Instagram live, with many believing he might have been wearing a wire. Durk revealed in an interview that he had sensed Jam was going to flip long before any arrests were made, claiming he can spot a snitch within seconds of talking to them. He admitted to distancing himself, even going as far as not allowing anyone near his home once suspicions arose. According to Durk, he's been playing 3D chess the whole time, moving strategically, staying a step ahead, and trying to protect himself as pressure from law enforcement intensified around his inner circle.
Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, just taking a day at a time, just chilling and staying focused for real.
Yeah, I love the time we
from a federal prison.
I love the time we spent in Saudi, man. That was great.
Hey, look, that's all I'm talking about here. The people here, they get their time and they ain't never experienced the world. So I be telling them stories and they be on 20.
Wow. Yeah, man. I just got off the phone with Puff. I talked to him for the first time 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes before you called me, yeah.
What's shocking is that Jam, the same person now rumored to be informing on Durk, was once someone Durk trusted enough to give $50,000. In an old video, Durk can be seen mocking the internet drama while holding stacks of cash, claiming he can move however he wants because he's winning, unlike others caught up in sneak dissing and clout games. He even called out how people act tough online but fold in real life. Ironically, Jam, who spent 12 years locked up, is now suspected to be helping the feds build a case against Durk, making this betrayal cut even deeper. The feds have now linked individuals seen in the background of an Instagram Live, allegedly involved in Lil Pab's murder, to both Durk and King Von, suggesting they were all connected and implying Lil Pab's death was retaliation for Von. This connection, paired with Durk's suspicious behavior, is fueling a new murder-for-hire case. Prosecutors presented an Instagram story Durk posted just 30 minutes after Stephon Mac's death, where he wrote, "For D Thang," hinting at motive. The next day, Durk went live laughing, which they're using to argue intent, making this new charge potentially devastating for his defense.
Nobody's ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We can have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the. You gotta watch.
Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
If Durk's lawyers can convince Jam to stop cooperating with the feds, Durk's path to release becomes much smoother. According to an insider, Durk has an album ready to drop, but a much bigger legal battle is unfolding behind the scenes. One of his lawyers hinted that Durk could be released soon, depending on how aggressive the U.S. Attorney and Assistant U.S. Attorney want to be. If they're determined to bring Durk down, they'll offer generous deals to lower-level individuals, those who didn't pull the trigger or played a smaller role, using forensic evidence to pressure them into flipping. So, Prosecutors will typically start with the least involved suspect, the one easiest to flip, and offer them the best deal first. If that person refuses, they move up the chain. In Durk's case, the indictment suggests the motive wasn't just financial. It could have also involved promises of career advancement. This complicates things. Still, Kodak Black's attorney, Bradford Cohen, has publicly stated that Durk could beat the King Von and Quando Rondo revenge case, unless someone testifies against him, which would likely seal his fate. Bradford Cohen stated he's cautious about calling the case against Durk Banks a slam dunk, explaining that so far, the evidence seems circumstantial. He mentioned a text from Durk saying, "Don't have them associate my name with any kind of flights that they're taking," which isn't a good look, but on its own, it's weak. Cohen emphasized that unless prosecutors present stronger evidence like a cooperating witness or direct audio or video tying Durk to the conspiracy, the current case doesn't definitively prove guilt.